All right. Kansas is already up 7-3 on North Carolina in the national championship as Love puts it up. It's a floater and it's an offensive foul against North Carolina. We're going back the other way. Kansas has gotten off to a fast start like they have in pretty much all their games. Took an early 7-0 lead. Brady Manick for the Tar Heels came back. It's a 3. And now Kansas is up with a 4-point lead. NCAA men's basketball championship game is just underway here. 3 minutes have passed, and Kansas leading 7-3. Big man McCormick inside gets the roll to go, and it's 9-3 Jayhawks on top as Brady Manick hits the deck, and he is still on the ground, slow to get up. Hopefully Brady Manick is okay. He's a big weapon for Kansas. For North Carolina. They really need him. Great three-point shooter. As Abaji and McCormick have come out early. McCormick with 4 points. Abaji with 2. Coming out early and taking the lead as the Jayhawks. They are ready to play. Manick is on his feet now, but definitely took a hit, man, big time. Definitely shaken up there. Oh, man. He got laid on the head right there. And the way he fell was really bad. Man, McCormick hit him in the elbow really hard on that play. No wonder he's shaken up there. That's really rough. Kansas up 9-3. The number 1 seed Kansas playing in the national championship against the number 8 North Carolina Tar Heels. The Jayhawks are currently up 9-3 in New Orleans to wrap up what's been an amazing NCAA basketball tournament for the men. North Carolina down by 6, trying to get some momentum back. Baycott tries a jump shot, too strong. Yeah, McCormick getting the rebound for Kansas. Kansas never trailed against Villanova, beating them by a handy margin. And turnover there by Kansas, back the other way. Here's R.J. Davis kicking out. Love tries a 3. That is short. Baycott inside. Grabs the rebound for UNC. And last touched by Kansas. It stays North Carolina ball. Timeout on the floor. But Kansas raced out to a 6-point lead in New Orleans in the national championship. Kansas with a 6-point lead. Still early on in the game. It's going to be a good one. It's going to be a great game, this national championship. We are back at the national championship in New Orleans between the number 8 seed North Carolina Tar Heels and the number 1 seed Kansas Jayhawks. Kansas is up 9-3 early in this game. Armando Bacot has had a rough start. As you all know, he's had some injuries. He had an injury against Duke, where he really turned his ankle pretty bad as he gets on the scoreboard there. Nice hook shot to get his first points of the game and to bring the lead down to 4 for Kansas. North Carolina doing a good job getting some offensive rebounds. You have 5 second chance points to show for it as Agbaji goes right to the rim and puts it up and in. Kansas answers right back as they're up 11-5. They did not trail at any moment in their huge win against the Villanova Wildcats in the Final Four. Really a dominant showing from them throughout this entire tournament as Bacot going against McCormick inside. This matchup is really going to decide this game as McCormick does a great job inside. Kansas gets the rebound. The previous time Bacot won the matchup, this time McCormick answers right back. Nice screen set by McCormick to let Agbaji attack the rim. Kansas with the ball, up by 6. Jumped out to an early 7-0 lead. Agbaji started the game off with a quick 3 few seconds in. As here's McCormick inside, guarded by Bacot. This is a good matchup and good, nice defense there by Bacot. Stops McCormick there as here's RJ Davis attacking. Pulls back out. Tries a 3, doesn't go. Rebound by UNC. Back to Bacot. Inside, Leaky Black puts it up and in. Off the glass. North Carolina is answering back. Trying to weather the storm here early. Packed house for the national championship here. Wilson attacks, lays it up, too strong, way off. Here comes Caleb Love. Driving, too short on the rebound, but is called for the foul. Take a look at RJ Davis previously there. Gives it back to Leaky Black to put it up and in. Another second chance points for the Tar Heels. Caleb Love heading to the free throw line. Another really great free throw shooter at a career best, or one of his best games, 28 points in the Final Four against Duke, where he really lit it up and played a huge role in helping UNC beat Duke and finish off Coach K's coaching career. As Remy Martin going to be checking in off the bench for Harris. Remy Martin can be an elite scorer off the bench. This is the one area where I think that Kansas has the advantage in this game. He's been a big story in the Big 12 tournament and is back here trying to make something happen here in the national championship as he gets the ball. Kansas now only up by 2. Back out to Agbaji, who does a crossover. Wilson tries a 3, in and out, and Davis goes up for the rebound and is fouled by Kansas. Taking a look at Kansas head coach Bill Self. Mitch Lightfoot, another player off the bench, called for the foul on Kansas. Nice to see Brady Manick back on the court, looking good as RJ Davis pulls up a 3, top of the key. Bacot puts it up, back up and in. And the foul. North Carolina has a chance to take the lead here after Kansas jumped up to an early 7-0 lead. Another great rebound by Bacot. Even with his sprained ankle, he's still making it happen in the national championship. 4 points, 2 rebounds, and gives North Carolina the lead, 12-11. What a quick turnaround here Just 7 minutes have passed in this game, and we've seen some amazing action. 10 second chance points for North Carolina. 10 out of their 12 points have come via the offensive rebound. Really big advantage for UNC in that department is Remy Martin trying to make it happen, lays it up. Won't go. Nice block there. Here's RJ Davis pushing it up court. Back out. Manic tries a three. He's open. Too strong. Rebound there by the Jayhawks. Fast pace here. Euro to the hoop. Up and in. The Kansas Jayhawks answer right back. They have the lead once again, 13-12. As a nice defense there by Abaji, it is still UNC ball. Nice defense against Leaky Black. As take a look at that nice Euro drive there by Kansas. Does a great job right there. As here's RJ Davis back out. Now Love drives, blocked. Abaji with the block. Remy Martin leading the fast break. Throws it down. And Wilson inside. Locked up. But it will stay Kansas ball. Take a look at Abaji here. Blocking Caleb Love's shot. What a great block right there. As Hubert Davis, the head coach for North Carolina, looks on. Inbound there by Remy Martin. Mitch Lightfoot. Remy Martin tries it too. That is short. Rebound Lightfoot. Back out to Robinson. That is short. Rebound there by Jordan Love. What am I saying? Why did I say Jordan Love? Holy crap. I cannot believe I said Jordan Love. So sorry. As Caleb Love loses the ball out of bounds, still UNC ball. Mitch Lightfoot on the defense there. As we have a substitution in for UNC. Baycott's going to check out for the Tar Heels. You guys remember, twisted his ankle slightly, actually quite a bit, against Villanova in the final few minutes of the game. Came back and played and finished the game, but definitely was bothering him, as we saw early on. RJ Davis tries a short jumper. Too short. Robinson with the rebound. Lightfoot inside. Working against Brady Manick. Lays the floater up and in. Nice job there. Take a look at Paul Pierce. He's in the crowd to support the Jayhawks. Kansas up 15-12. Approaching halfway to go here in the first half. As Leaky Black kicks it out. Corner three. Won't go. Remy Martin again gets the rebound. Abaji fakes it. Martin pulls the trigger on a three. Short. And Kansas able to get the offensive rebound. Abaji with a crossover. Nice Euro there, but too strong. And North Carolina comes up with it. Here's RJ Davis on the fast break. Thrown down. Mitch Lightfoot on the block. There looks to be a foul. And we have a timeout on the court. Rough defensive few minutes here. Blocks on both ends of the ball. Both the defenses playing well. Kansas up by 3 so far. Back and forth we go early on. UNC came all the way back. After down early 7-0 and 9-2, came back, took the lead 12-11, and Kansas answered right back with a couple of shots right there to make it 15-12. And we're back after the timeout. Armando Bacot with early 5 points. RJ Davis at the line for 2 with Kansas down by 3. Makes a shot. 15-13, Kansas on top. Makes them both. Kansas, North Carolina only down by 1 now. As Harris Jr. tries a pass, kicked out by RJ Davis. Kansas up by 1. 4 fouls on them. 3 on UNC. Abaji with the inbound. Here is Harris. Lightfoot. Martin tries the deep 3. Banks it in. Remy Martin lighting up the backboard. And he hits the 3 to make it 18-14, Jayhawks. Davis, Bacot trying to set the screen. Here's Bacot. And it's an offensive foul on Armando Bacot. Mitch Lightfoot takes the charge. Big time shot by Remy Martin. And nice defense there by Mitch Lightfoot. Hey guys, how you guys doing? Appreciate you all joining, man. How's it going? Hey man, I got Kansas. I got Kansas winning by 2, 83-85 as Abaji's shot is blocked there by Leaky Black. Here comes RJ Davis back the other way for UNC. Pulls up, makes the shot. The mid-range jumper is money. Lead is down to 2 once again for Kansas. I got Kansas winning this game 85-83, as I said in my preview video, which I made yesterday on my channel. You guys can go check it out if you want to. RJ Davis pulling the trigger up ahead to Caleb Love for North Carolina. Carolina basketball down by 2. Pulls up the mid-range jumper is good. And the game is tied at 18 apiece. Caleb Love ties the game up as we have 9 minutes to go here in the first half at 18 all. As here's Abaji trying to make something work. Martin gonna pull the trigger again on a 3. That time it doesn't go. Hey man, appreciate you joining. How's it going? Hope you guys are enjoying the game. As RJ Davis unable to get the layup, and Bacot inside is fouled, and he's going to head to the line. Bacot heading to the line for 2. Even with his injury, he's still making a great difference I don't know, man. That's a tough one right there. In the game, I'm going Kansas, but man, I don't know. Maybe in real life, I'll go with the Tar Heel. How about that? Let's just put it that way, man. Either way, Baycott's looking pretty good from the free throw line. Goes perfect at that trip, and North Carolina has a 2-point lead, 20-18. How about that? Kansas didn't trail in their previous Final Four game, and here they are trailing by 2 right now, 12-0. UNC in second chance points as Wilson drives. Can't finish for Kansas, and the ball is knocked out of bounds. Last touch by the Jayhawks, and it's going to be the Tar Heels ball. Wilson unable to finish at the rim. Yeah, man, that's what I'm talking about. UNC basketball up by 2 now. Caleb Love, the star from the Final Four game against Duke, who had 28 points, including a dagger 3 to put Duke away. He tries a mid-range jumper, unable to get the roll that time. Manic with the offensive rebound. RJ Davis stepping inside, nails the mid-range jumper, and it's a 4-point lead for UNC. Again, those offensive rebounds killing the Jayhawks right now. Big reason why North Carolina's on top, as Kansas nearly throws it away. And it's a travel on the Jayhawks. Turnover. Down by 4. Momentum is changing North Carolina. And that's why you have a timeout on the court. UNC up by 4 now. What a turn of events here in the last few minutes. North Carolina taking control of the game. Kansas jumped out to the hot start, and then North Carolina's really been taking it over since then. It's really because of those offensive rebounds. That's really is what is doing it right now for North Carolina, which is a big reason why they have the lead. The second chance points right now are big time for North Carolina. I think they have around 14 second chance points off those offensive rebounds. So, I mean, that's most of their points right now. Just 8 points haven't come off of those offensive rebounds. So, I mean, if North Carolina continues to do this, especially with a injured Armando Bacot, I think that's truly impressive and really gives North Carolina a big advantage here. One thing that I think Kansas needs to do better is get some more bench scoring. I think Remy Martin made a banked in 3 earlier. You need Mitch Lightfoot to try and do something as well here. Leading scorer so far, Abaji with 5 points for Kansas. And for the Tar Heels, you have Armando Bacot with 7. Great story for Bacot. He's been really, really incredible today. He's looking really good with 5 rebounds already. Even with that injury, I just find it really incredible to see what he's doing. They really needed him to play well, because if he wasn't going to play well, I think David McCormick inside was really going to dominate for Kansas. As we are back after the timeout, North Carolina up by 4, under 8 minutes to go in the first half of the men's basketball NCAA National Championship in New Orleans. Hubert Davis, very, very energetic. Definitely lost a lot of his voice there, and obviously yelling his team on here in the biggest game of the season. Hubert Davis, I think, has been outstanding this season, coming in for North Carolina, leading them all the way to this moment, back to where North Carolina basketball has been for so many years, at the top. Take a look at Carolina. They've had an 8-0 run in the last 2 minutes. Really what's changed the game. Manic tries a three. That's off of the backboard as Harris Jr. back out to Abaji. Abaji on the drive. He loses it, but it will stay Kansas basketball. Down by 4. As Manic is getting really tangled in the face, he's been continuously hit by McCormick inside. This game's being a little bit rough as McCormick's back in. And Abaji inside to McCormick, guarded by Baycott. Does a fake, lays it up and in off glass. Amazing job inside by David McCormick as RJ Davis again driving. He loses it. Turnover. Harris on the steal. Back the other way come the Jayhawks. Alley-oop inside. Not there. McCormick. And he steps out of bounds. It's going to be another turnover for the Jayhawks. North Carolina basketball once again up by 2. Kansas up by 2. North Carolina up by 2. I think North Carolina has done an amazing job, weathering the storm early on that Kansas had. Caleb Love going to work in the pick and roll. That is a steal by Abaji. Got some turnovers here in the last few minutes. Braun inside, throws a wild pass. You got turnovers galore here in the last few minutes of the game. Both teams being careless with the basketball as Carolina still has the 22-20 lead with 6.5 to go in this first half. Kansas, like I said before, jumped out to a 9-2 lead. And then Carolina just weathered the storm. They stayed in there, made a couple of big shots. They took the lead, and here they are with the lead by 2. Caleb Love, just an amazing guard. The guards on the Carolina team are outstanding as we have a block on the other side. Kansas on the block. Harris lays it up, can't finish. And there comes Wilson to clean it up. And Kansas had tied the game. Nice job on the fast break by the Jayhawks. Even though they missed the first shot, Wilson able to finish it up as Manic is left open for 3 in the wing. He drills it. An absolute drill from Brady Manic as Carolina takes the lead once again by 3. Can't leave that man open. He's going to make his shots. Carolina up by 3. Braun with the basketball, top of the key. Abaji inside. McCormick guarded by Baycott, who's done an incredible job. And McCormick misses it again. Manic with the rebound inside. An amazing job by Armando Baycott so far in this first half as Love kicks it back out. Manic is open for 3 in the wing again. He makes it again. Manic back-to-back drills from downtown. And Carolina has the largest lead of the game for them by 6 points. You cannot keep leading this man at the wing open for 3. He's going to continuously make those shots. Carolina with a 6-point lead. Wow. Man, I don't think Kansas has ever faced this kind of deficit so far in the tournament. They've got their hands full tonight in the national championship, down by 6 in this first half with 6 minutes to go. Man, Kansas got to answer, and they got to answer fast. I think it has to come off the bench. 5 points off the bench for the Jayhawks so far. They've done a much better job than their previous game. Remy Martin's got to be that spark. That's what we're looking for. Otherwise, the leading scorer is Abaji with 5 points for the Jayhawks. We are back in New Orleans for the national championship on TBS. If you guys can't watch it on TV, I got you covered. No worries, guys. It's going to be a back and forth game. I expect Kansas to make a run here again. And that's how it's going to be. We've got two quality teams here. Kansas was the only number one seed to make it to the Final Four. They've looked like a number one seed throughout this tournament. Let's see if they can try and answer. If you take a look at the student section, the faithful for both teams. Armando Bacot has done truly an incredible job so far in this game today. Really, really impressed, even again with his ankle injury that it's been said that it really has bothered him in warm-ups. As we have 5 minutes to go here in this first half, Carolina on a 14-4 run overall in the last 5 minutes. As Wilson inside for Kansas can't get the roll on the layup. Bacot with another rebound. And here comes North Carolina up by 6, trying to extend the lead. Bacot attacking inside against Mitchell. Lightfoot, nice moves there. And he is fouled. Got hit in the eyes a little bit. He's going to head to the line. Look at Bacot, just making it happen. If Bacot continuously performs like this, man, he could win the most valuable player right now in this game. That's how good he's playing right now. Misses the first free throw there. But as we have David McCormick checking back in. Lightfoot checking back out. Armando Bacot, 7 points, 6 rebounds. So far, I think he's just been so great. And he gets a second one to go in. Carolina extends their lead to 7. It's a very rough game. You take a look at Brady Manick consistently getting roughed inside, and the elbow hit hard in the face, but comeback has made a lot of big threes so far. 3 of them as the alley-oops too high for Kansas. RJ Davis with the rebound. He pushes it up the court the other way. Top of the key, 3, way off, but a foul. It's a shooting foul for RJ Davis, and he's going to head to the line for 3 free throws. Carolina's already up by 7. They could make it 10 here if he hits all 3. RJ Davis at the line. Currently has 6 points in the game so far. 2 out of 7 from the field. The sophomore from White Plains, New York, averaging around 13.5 points this season, shooting 82% from the free throw line as he knocks down the first. There's Remy Martin. Take a look at him on the sideline for Kansas. Makes that one, and the lead is extended to 9. What a turnaround for North Carolina right now. They've really asserted their dominance, the way they play, and they're up by 9 to show for it. How about that? Kansas has got a long road ahead of them. Got 4 minutes left in this first half. Davis trying to go 3 for 3, and he does. He drills all 3 of them. And here's Kansas. They got to answer. They're down by 10 now. Remy Martin off the bench. Carolina's on a 10-0 run. Their runs are just killing Kansas right now. Kansas got to go on a run of their own as Braun's shot is blocked by Manick. Brady Manick doing an incredible job, even after getting roughed up as Caleb Love tries a deep three. That won't go. Braun with the rebound. Abaji up ahead. Wilson drives, puts it in. The shot is waved off, but there is a foul and on North Carolina as we have another timeout on the court. Tar Heels asserting their dominance so far, up by 10. North Carolina, they've come to win it all. You can tell that for sure because Baycott playing with that injury, he's maybe around, I guess 70%. And then you have Brady Manick making all those threes after getting, hit in the face a couple of times. This team, they just fight. They fight so hard. That's one thing I've seen about North Carolina. Their head coach, he's been terrific as well, just leading this team from the front. Hubert Davis has just been an amazing head coach. Hope you guys are enjoying the live stream. If you are, be sure to hit that like and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Definitely going to be doing a lot of NBA content coming soon. Got the play-in tournament coming up. Got the NBA playoffs next week. That's going to be great. Can't wait for it. Definitely tune in. Got baseball starting up next season. That's going to be fun. Got a lot of sports coming up, guys. It's going to be great. Be sure to sub to my channel for all sports content. Got the NFL draft coming up. Got you guys all covered. Man, just Carolina's toughness is just what's really stood out to me. Baycott, 8 points, 6 rebounds. Brady Manick with 9 points. RJ Davis with 9 points. You got these 3 players for UNC playing big time. Meanwhile, you take a look at Kansas, who got off to a hot start, desperately have cooled off now. It's David McCormick who has 6 points and Abaji who has 5. Those two are obviously going to play a big role for Kansas. They're going to have to score a lot more as we are back in New Orleans. Take a look at the second chance points. That's probably the biggest stat in this game. 14 second chance points for North Carolina, only 2 for Kansas. And that's a plus 12 for North Carolina. Big reason why they're by 10 right now. Take a look at Brady Manick, who's gotten elbowed in the face by McCormick a few times in this game. And that doesn't matter. He's come out and he drilled back-to-back threes to really shift the momentum over to UNC. And, his accuracy hasn't faded, whether he's been hit in the face or not. He's just looking great. What can you say about this Carolina team? They weathered the storm. They're just looking like a winning team right now. Hey, man, what's going on? Thanks for joining. Appreciate you. We hope you're enjoying the game. Got Kansas down by 10 as Abaji hands it off to Wilson for Kansas. And Wilson lays it up. Can't get it go. Armando Baycott once again making his presence felt in the paint. Carolina basketball up by 10. Approaching 3 minutes to go. Screen and roll back outside. Leaky Black over to Johnson off the bench for Carolina. Inside Baycott. And he lays it up and in. Armando Baycott fighting everybody off. Gives Carolina a 12-point lead. With 3 minutes to go, Carolina's on a 12-0 lead. What do you say? As Manick with another block. This team is fighting. And it's Carolina basketball. Johnson off the bench leading it up the way. RJ Davis once again. Carolina's playing their heads off right now. What can you say? Baycott making it seem like he's 100% as RJ Davis to the rim. He lays it up. It's a 14-point lead for UNC. Timeout on the floor. Kansas with what's going to be a huge challenge to come back. The crowd is amped up in Carolina, and it's a 14-point lead for the Tar Heels. Just what a change of events. It is a 16-0 run by Carolina right now. This stretch here, the last 5 minutes, this could really decide the game right now, considering how much Carolina has dominated. That was a much-needed timeout if you're the Jayhawks. Not looking good for them right now. They got to pull back. Hubert Davis, what do you say? That head coach has done an incredible job for this team. Kansas called the timeout, and they're down by 14. They got a big issue here, 36-22 Kansas, and they turn it over. The last thing that you wanted, Johnson off the bench for UNC, and he's unable to make it in. Baycott is able to grab the offensive rebound, and he's fouled, and he's going to head to the line for some more free throws as Braun checks back in for Kansas. Armando Baycott. I've said his name quite a bit, and it's understandable. Man is playing his head off. 10 points, 8 rebounds. Just been so dominant inside. Makes the first free throw, and the lead is up to 15 points for North Carolina. It's going to take an insane comeback if you're Kansas to try and pull this one out of the hat. Still have plenty of time as Baycott goes 2 for 2 from the line. Man, is he just outstanding. Kansas in some foul trouble now. We haven't seen that throughout their tourney run as Braun lays it up and in, but shots waved off. He's going to head to the line for some free throws. Foul picked up by North Carolina, Brady Manick on the foul. It's in fact not a shooting foul. It's an inbound pass back to Adams Jr. Here's Abaji, guarded by Leaky Black. Abaji heads to the rim, and he is fouled. Now he is going to head to the line. He is actually going to head to the line for 2 free throws, actually. 2 minutes to go before halftime. Carolina up by 16. Number 8 seed North Carolina versus the number 1 seed Kansas Jayhawks in the NCAA Men's Basketball National Championship in New Orleans. Abaji with 5 points, and he misses that free throw. Kansas just shooting just so cold right now. Just shooting 30% from the field. Take a look at North Carolina. They're shooting around 37% from the field. Kansas just has to get the ball through the rim a couple of times, and then as they're able to do that there, the lead is still 15 for North Carolina. They're going to go into the half of the lead here. Leaky Black for UNC, 2 points and 2 fouls. Take a look at the free throws. UNC is heading to the line way more than Kansas, 10 more free throw attempts, as it's a 16-1 run for UNC over the last 4 minutes. Baycott inside makes a move, and he is tripped, and he is fouled, and he's going to head to the line for a few more free throws. Already 14 free throws for the Tar Heels. They're going to get a few more here. They're going inside, drawing the foul. I think they're doing a great job with that. Another big reason why they are up in this game by 15. Kansas just looks shocked. I don't think they've seen this before so far in their season, as Baycott doesn't get the roll there, but Kansas is still down by 15. It's a big deficit. you have a whole second half to try and come back from this, but the way Kansas is looking like early on, and the way it's phased out this way, just been really crazy, as Baycott misses both free throws on that trip to the line. Big disappointment there, but Kansas hasn't scored in the last 4 minutes, and that one's not going to go in either. Abaji with the missed three-pointer. Just Kansas has just dried up in shots, in free throws. They're just unable to make anything at this point. Is Carolina trying to drain the clock out here? As Davis going to work, showing off the handle. Shot clock is down to 2. Davis pulls up a deep three, top of the key, nearly gets the roll, and it's a rebound there by Kansas. McCormick up ahead. Here is Braun attacking for Kansas. He misses that shot too. Kansas is just missing everything right now. They are so cold. Under a minute to go. Carolina up by 15. Timeout by Carolina. Momentum is all to the Tar Heels right now. We're back in New Orleans. Carolina up by 15. 49 seconds left in the first half. Baycott, 12 points, 10 rebounds, already got that double-double. First player with 6 double-doubles in a single NCAA tournament. Carolina basketball up by 15 with 40 seconds to go in the first half of the national championship. Baycott inside, loses it, and it's Kansas basketball down by 15. 6.5 second difference between shot and game clock. As Johnson going to check back in for UNC off the bench. Caleb Love checking out, Manic checking out as well. Kansas desperately needs a bucket here to try and close out the first half on a good note. They had the early lead in this game, and they haven't scored in the last 5.5 minutes. Just shots have just dried up for them. Abaji tries a mid-range jumper, and that is smooth. Abaji finally puts Kansas, gets them some points after 5.5 minutes of no scoring. And the lead is down to 13, 38-25. Carolina, they have the last shot. RJ Davis for UNC. Pulls up the mid-range jumper, doesn't get the roll. Johnson inside, lays it up, lays it in, and that'll do it as we are headed to halftime. Carolina answers right back, and they have the big lead, 40-25 on top of the number 1 seeded Kansas Jayhawks. 15-point lead for the North Carolina Tar Heels as we head to halftime here in the national championship. Amazing finish for UNC. The bench player, Johnson, getting an offensive rebound, laying it back up and in as the Carolina Tar Heels end the first half on a good note, up by 15, looking really good. As Hubert Davis being interviewed right now, the head coach for North Carolina. Hubert Davis is 21-0 when leading at halftime in his career. Let's see if he can finish off this game and give North Carolina their 7th ever men's basketball national championship. Let's see what happens. But after Kansas had that early 7-point lead, it's all North Carolina for the last 15 minutes or so. North Carolina just turned it on, and they're here to play. Looking good, up by 15 at halftime. We're at halftime here in the national championship. North Carolina up by 15, 40-25. The first 3 minutes or so, Kansas was looking good, and then after that, it was all North Carolina as they take a 15-point lead into the half. In New Orleans, they're looking really, really good right now. Let's take a look at some first half stats, shall we? North Carolina shooting 36% from the field compared to 30% for the Jayhawks. Both teams shooting roughly the same from three-point land. Big difference in this game. North Carolina has 16 free throw attempts compared to only 4 for the Jayhawks. Second chance points greatly favor UNC. Big reason why they're up again. 8 offensive rebounds compared to 4 for Kansas, but North Carolina's cashed in on those offensive rebounds, which is really, really big. Take a look at the leading scores. For the first half, Armando Bacot, of course, for the North Carolina Tar Heels with 12 points, 10 rebounds, 4 of them offensive, 6 out of 9 from the free throw line for Bacot with a steal as well. 11 points for guard RJ Davis. Surprising one is Caleb Love, who had 28 points against Duke in the Final Four on Saturday. He only has 4 points for the Tar Heels. And for Kansas, 8 points for Abaji, 6 points for David McCormick, 4 points for Wilson. And that's really it. I mean, you don't really have any outstanding scores for Kansas, but it's been a really big 3 here for North Carolina in this first half. Armando Bacot, Brady Manick, and RJ Davis with a combined 31 points for North Carolina. "20 minutes in the books for the national championship so far. Hey man, what's going on? Appreciate you hopping by. I remember you, man. I remember you hopping by my streams, man. Appreciate you. As we are at the half here, let me know what your guys' thoughts are for this first half. What do you guys think of it? Do you think North Carolina is going to close this one out, or do you think Kansas may be able to make an amazing comeback? Because it's going to be an amazing comeback if they are to pull this off. 15 points is no joke, and that's going to take a lot to work for. I mean, Kansas had an 11-point lead against Villanova in the Final Four, and they've been the team having all the leads, and now they're going to have to try and come back. Let's see how they'll try and do that. It's going to start off with they're going to have to start shooting well. They have not been shooting well at all. It's just really bad right now. They have to start making shots flat out. You know, Abaji, he's doing okay. He's got to start making more shots. Same thing with McCormick. I think Remy Martin is going to have to light it up from downtown. I think everybody knew that Kansas was really going to jump out to a hot start. They've always been that kind of team, but Carolina, they hung in there, to say the least, and they turned it on with a couple of shots, got the momentum swinging their way. Brady Manick really gave Carolina a big lead. We'll see, man. Hey, man. Appreciate you joining, bro. Just subscribe to my channel today, man. It's gonna take a big effort if Kansas is gonna try and come back, man. Their bench has got to pick up the scoring first of all, and David McCormack, I think he's done a decent job with 6, but look at the guards. Guards Harris, he has done nothing, 0 points. Braun only has 2 points. So I think that's really disappointing if you're Kansas. They've got to start making their threes. Both teams aren't shooting well from downtown, but they've got to get some turnovers, get some stops, and just make buckets on the other end. They gotta have to control Armando Bacot in the paint. That's been a big issue for them. McCormack's been not been able to handle Bacot, even him being injured slightly. So they're gonna have to find a way to figure that out defensively. They can get the rebounds, get some more shots up offensively, try and get their rhythm back. That's the only hope they have. Otherwise, if North Carolina is just looking really good in the fast break as well. Man, I think Kansas is going to have a run here to make it a bit closer, but I just think North Carolina just might run away with it here, honestly. I think they're just looking so amazing so far. Take a look at my friend Ernie Johnson up on for the AT&T halftime. Ernie's my good friend. He's my guy. Got an interview with Ernie a few weeks ago. Go check that out on my channel if you haven't already. I did not expect this, to say the least. Flat out, just outstanding. Man, you know, I had Kansas, man. That was what I had. I thought Kansas was gonna come out and win this game. I thought it was gonna be really close, but um, it just hasn't been that way. I think North Carolina has just really taken control in a way that I didn't really see happening. So Armando Bacot, I did not see him playing this well, but since he's playing this well, it's kind of obvious that Carolina is doing this good. Kansas is not really doing a great job offensively as well. David McCormack inside is constantly getting beat by Bacot. I had Kansas winning by 2. Um, I had Kansas way back at the beginning of this tournament, man. My heart was with Houston, because they're my team. I'll be going to college next year um, at so I was supporting them, but my brain told me Kansas, and I mean they made it to the final, which is great, but they just haven't looked too good. But the one thing I'll say about Kansas, they've got ability to really go crazy in the second half. I mean, an example of that is against Miami. They were down by 6 in the first half, ended up winning by 26 points, 76-50 against the U. That was a 32-point turnaround. Now, if they do something like that, they'll win this game. But to expect them to do that again, I think is asking a lot, especially this is a national championship game. This is the North Carolina Tar Heels, one of the great programs in NCAA basketball. So Hubert Davis has just done an incredible job as coach. So it's going to be really, really hard. Second half about to start soon. Hope you guys stay tuned. Gonna be doing a little bit of the second half for you guys. If it looks like North Carolina is gonna run away with it, I think that would be it. But I think Kansas got one last run in them. If you guys remember against Miami, they won by 26 after being down by 6 at halftime. I know this is 15 points in the national championship, but you just never know with this Kansas team. They could heat up all of a sudden, especially with those guys off the bench. They definitely have elite scores. They're just really cold right now. And if they can get control of Armando Bacot inside, they do have a chance. So, we'll see. It's going to take a heroic effort, but North Carolina clearly in control right now. Do you guys think that Kansas can come back and win? I mean, what do you guys think? UNC definitely played really, really well in that first half. Do you think that Kansas has a chance, or is it over? I think you can't say Kansas is over. I think in the first 5 minutes, I think we might be able to tell what exactly might be transpiring. As we have started the second half, North Carolina up by 15 with the ball to start the second half in the national championship of the NCAA men's basketball tournament. Number 1 seed Kansas down by 15 against number 8 seed North Carolina. Caleb Love trying to make something happen as he takes a tumble with the shot clock down to 5. Carolina has the 4th largest halftime lead by any team in the national championship, which is 15 points. is some shot there. Finish there by Kansas as they have scored to start the second half. Nice job there getting on the board early. You know, they've been really cold. The Jayhawks, nice to see them get back. It's 40-27 now. Here's RJ Davis being guarded by Harris. Switched on to Braun. Shot clock is down to 2 with the drive. The runner is short as the clock expires. McCormick up ahead to Harris. Harris Jr. probing, does a crossover. High off the glass, too strong. McCormick inside, and his shot is blocked again. But Carolina loses it, and no call on the floor right now. Go back to this alley-oop. Man, that was such a great alley-oop. Harris to McCormack, the guard to the big boy inside. Nice job there. The lead is still 13 for North Carolina. RJ Davis a little bit shaken up there as he took the tumble. David McCormack has played really, really hard in there. He's been, playing really physical as Carolina turns it over. A stupid turnover there by the Tar Heels. Really silly mistake right there. Quick turnover. Kansas gets the ball back, down by 13. Exactly what am I saying? Just crazy. Kansas has the ball. Abaji with a 3. Won't go. And you have UNC with the rebound. Baycott tries to finish inside. That is blocked by McCormick. Here comes Braun leading the fast break. Lays it up and in. Kansas has brought the lead down to 11. This is the run I was talking about here. I knew Kansas was going to show something here in this early in the first half. They're down by 11. They're down by 15 to start the second half. Brady Manick back out to Caleb Love. Baycott trying to set the screen. Love going to work. Shoots a tough three-pointer. Won't go. And McCormick with the rebound. This is what Kansas wants. They want this run. Here's Braun attacking. Braun lays it up, puts it in again. Back-to-back layups by Christian Braun. And it's a 9-point lead for North Carolina. It's a 5-0 run for Kansas. Here's Davis going to work. Kicks it out. Nice ball movement. Drills the 3. Caleb Love is left wide open from downtown, and he nails it. Much needed answer there by the Tar Heels. Lead jumps back up to 12. Kansas has got to continue to answer. Wilson trolls the trigger. That won't go. Nice rebound there. Back out RJ Davis for the North Carolina Tar Heels. Up by 12, trying to weather the storm that Kansas has put on here early. And Caleb Love's a runner is short there. Braun up ahead, leading the fast break again. And Wilson's shot is blocked, but I think it's a goaltend. It's a foul or a goaltend? I think it's a goaltend. There it is, a goaltend. And the lead is back down to 10. Kansas, they're hanging in there. Still have 16 and a half minutes to go. Plenty of time left if you're the Jayhawks, if you're a Jayhawks fan. As that shot is short, Davis tries to get the rebound. His shot is blocked. And pulls back, tries a mid-range jumper. That won't go. Another offensive rebound. Caleb Love's his runner. That goes in. Caleb Love getting some much-needed shots here for North Carolina, trying to answer Kansas here early in this second half. Here's Braun attacking. Lays it up. Lays it in. Put the put back in. Got the put back to go in. And it's back down to 10. Kansas answering. You got to bring this lead back down to around 5 points or something as Love tries a 3. That's short again. Got to bring this lead down to 5 at around 5 minutes to go in this second half. You're going to have any chances. That's going to be And one for Kansas. Wilson puts it in. Manic called for the blocking foul, and it's going to be a possible 3-point play for Kansas as the lead is now 8 and could be 7. Kansas putting on a show here to start the second half. They're not out of it at all. Just like I said, guys, I knew Kansas was going to try. I knew Kansas was going to really heat up here to start the second half. They've been able to do that, in their tourney run so far, even against UNC, even against Miami. They're able to make that 32-point turnaround. This game's not over by any stretch, and the lead could go all the way down to 7 now. You never know. Man, this is exciting. I'm excited to see Kansas. They're playing good to start the second half. If you guys are enjoying the game, Kansas, they're hanging in there. It's not over, guys. It's not over. Kansas had a little run in them left. Of course they did. You had Braun, who now has 8 points in the game. He had back-to-back layups. And then you have this and one here. Wilson with 8 points now. Kansas hanging in there. 45-37 is your score. If you guys are enjoying the live stream, if you are, be sure to hit that like and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I'd really appreciate that. Going to be doing a lot of NBA content coming up with the playoffs. Got baseball starting up. It's going to be a big, big April for sports. Got the NFL draft as well. So definitely stay tuned. As Jalen Wilson has 8 points so far, heading to the line to try and complete this 3-point play and bring the lead back down to 7 for North Carolina. And the lead is 7 for North Carolina. Kansas down by 15 to start, and in 5 minutes they brought the lead back down to 7. Kansas has trimmed 8 points off that North Carolina lead as UNC has the basketball. Leaky Black for North Carolina trying to make something work in the paint. Back out to Caleb Love. Love being guarded by McCormick. Here's Black. Manic pulls another 3 from the wing. That won't go. Wilson with the rebound. Kansas pulling it back out. Harris Jr. Here's Abaji. And you got Wilson. Wilson going to work against Manic. Abaji, a 3-pointer is off, but there is a foul. It's going to be a shooting foul on North Carolina. Abaji has a chance to make this a 4-point game. Unreal. That is clearly a foul there. I think that's Leaky Black on the foul for North Carolina. Abaji has a chance to make this a 4-point game if he makes all 3 of these free throws. Abaji with 8 points so far, 3 rebounds, shooting 50% from the field. 3 big free throws here. Misses that first one. I might have jinxed him. I'm sorry, man. Commentator's curse as usual. But, Carolina's up by 7. Kansas has a chance to trim this down. They've done a great job attacking, getting to the line. That's really been great for them. Makes that second one. Leads down to 6 all of a sudden. Two fouls on Carolina in the second half as he goes only 1 for 3 in that first half. In that trip to the line, that's really, really bad if you're Kansas right there. Abaji's got to make all those free throws. You cannot go 1 for 3 at the line in that trip. That's just not going to get it done. Either way, it's a 6-point lead for North Carolina as he's unable to finish at the rim, as that is not a good sign to see. Caleb Love is limping for North Carolina, and he has a good limp right now. This is not good news if you're a Tar Heels fan. He is limping badly, but is still trying to do something on the court. Baycott at the rim. His shot doesn't go, and Kansas with the rebound. Abaji back to Harris. Harris gets the roll on the layup. It's a 4-point lead only for Carolina. Kansas has cut the lead all the way down to 4 points. Hey, bro. What's up, my man? Thanks for joining the stream, brother. Who do I like for the first round pick? Man, it's really tough. A lot of people are going with Paulo Banchero, but I'm actually really high on Jabari Smith. I think the Auburn wing player, I think he's a really good fit for the Rockets. He's a good shooter from 3, good free throw shooter, good size. Really young player. He's only 18 years old. 6'10", good wingspan. He had that great dunk, probably the dunk of the tournament so far. So I would like the Rockets to draft Jabari Smith with that, hopefully that, top 3 pick. We'll see what happens. As Kansas is down by 5, and it's another drawn foul for Kansas. It's another foul on North Carolina as Baycott went 1 for 2 at the line. Hey, man, I agree. Chet, we already have Alperen. I want Alperen to get as many minutes as possible. If you want Chet Holmgren off the bench, I just don't really see how that's going to be a beneficial first-round pick. So, yeah, I'm high on getting a forward. I want somebody, my lineup for the Rockets would be Kevin Porter Jr., Jalen Green, KJ Martin, Jabari Smith, and Alperen Sengun. That's my starting 5. So, I don't want the 2 big lineup. I think Sengun does better as a center himself. So that's what I'm looking at right now. As 2 big misses there by Abaji at the free throw line. He's 1 for 5 in his last 5 free throws. That's not going to cut it as Kansas is trailing only by 5 right now. It was a 15-point lead for North Carolina to start this second half. Trimmed all the way down. A 10-point trim for Kansas as they force the turnover. RJ Davis on the ground. It's a held ball, and it's Kansas basketball. Kansas is down by 5. 13 minutes to go in the game. It was a 15-point lead. They got all the way down to 5. Kansas coming out of the second half, desperate as they should with the season on the line. And they have the basketball down by 5. Let's see what they can come up with here. This is a big possession here if you're Kansas. Really trying to get closer as you can. As McCormick feeds it inside. Braun's shot is blocked by Manick. Nice block there by Leaky Black as well. Inbound here if you're Kansas. Down by 5, 13 minutes to go. Harris Jr. inbounding it for Kansas. McCormick inside his runner. The floater is good. It's only a 1-possession lead for North Carolina. Kansas has come all the way back. They were down by 15. Now they're only down by 3. It's a one-possession game here in the national championship. 46-43 Carolina with the basketball. Under 13 minutes to go. Here's RJ Davis with the spin. He loses it. Here comes Kansas back the other way. Braun lays it in. It's a one-point lead. It's a one-point game here. Timeout on the floor, Carolina. Kansas with the comeback. What an amazing second half for the Jayhawks. 46-45. It's just a one-point lead for the Tar Heels. What a turnaround. It's a 20-6 run overall in this second half for the Jayhawks. Just like I said, this team knows how to come back. They know how to come back strong. Down by 15 at half, doesn't matter. It's a one-point game with 12 minutes to go in the second half. What a turnaround, guys. It's been a game of runs so far. Kansas had a run to start the game. It was North Carolina all the way after that. And it's been Kansas the entire way this second half. I think Kansas could have the lead right now if it weren't for Agbaji missing a few free throws here. Agbaji 2 for 7 at the free throw line, something that you don't really expect from him. Otherwise, Kansas would have the lead right now. But you look at David McCormack, 10 points. You look at Christian Braun. He has 10 points. He's been a big force in this second half run for the Kansas Jayhawks. 3 big layups to really put this team back in it. Just what a run! I'm telling you guys, it's going to be a back and forth type game, like I said. And Kansas, they still have a good shot to win this game. I mean, to come back the way they did in about 7 minutes, to trim the lead, to 1 point. It's just a 1 point lead now. It's anybody's game right now. Hope you guys are enjoying the stream. If you are, be sure to hit that like and be sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Got you covered for NBA content. The playoffs coming up soon. Baseball coming up soon as well. Got you guys covered. Definitely stay tuned for the next few minutes. Going to be doing a few more minutes here of the national championship in men's basketball. North Carolina versus Kansas. North Carolina up by only 1 point, 46-45 after they were up by 15 to start the second half. Kansas has trimmed the lead big time. We are back in New Orleans. That turnover was huge as Christian Braun lays it up and lays it in. 1 point lead. Hey, man, thanks for joining. Appreciate you. That's a great question, man. I'll happily answer that. If you haven't followed me on Twitter, that's where I reach out to all of these athletes and reporters so I can interview them for my show. I use my Twitter account. I think Twitter is a good space for sports. You can reach out to these guys. I just send them a message, saying I'm 18 years old and, aspire to be a broadcaster. Would love to interview you on my YouTube channel that I have. And I share my story with them out on Twitter. And Rich Eisen was my first interview and just gone on since then. And it's been great, honestly, interviewing all these guys. Take a look at Love going to the rack as North Carolina gives a much needed answer. The lead is 3 now. Caleb Love now with 11 points for the Tar Heels. As Braun inside, he's going to put it in once more. Christian Braun with 12 points now. Getting easy buckets at the paint. That's exactly what you want if you're the Kansas Jayhawks. 48-47 North Carolina. Christian Braun has 10 points already through 9 minutes in the second half. RJ Davis trying to go to work here. Back out. Johnson for Carolina pulls the trigger off the backboard. It's a miss, and it is Kansas basketball, and they have a chance to take the lead as we have a timeout on the court. 48-47, North Carolina on top of Kansas in the national championship. Kansas basketball coming up next. Yeah, so some of them don't have their DMs open, like Rich Eisen. He didn't have his DMs open, so I just sent him a tweet, just tagged him in there, and he responded, a day later, and then he said, I remember that day. That was a long while back in September, where he was like, send me a DM and we'll get something on the books. And Rich Eisen opened the DMs for me. I was able to set up a time, and I was able to get that done with him. For Jose Altuve, that was pretty incredible being able to interview him in person. The Astros set that up. The Astros sent me a DM that day asking me for a good email. A lot of these teams, help set up the interviews with me. So, I think the teams do a good job, their PR as well. So, the teams helped me out trying to set up the interviews, like the Rockets. They helped me out with the Eric Gordon interview because I reached out to Eric Gordon on Twitter. A lot of these guys don't really have their DMs open, so you just have to tag them and just be willing to share your story. And, Eric Gordon responded. Then the Rockets asked me for a good email so we could set up a time. That's how that interview worked. For interviewing Brendan Cooks, I'm talking about some of the first interviews that I had on my channel. Brendan Cooks one, I was able to DM one of the Texans public relations guys. I was able to DM him, asking him if I could interview Brendan Cooks for my channel. He happily was able to do that for me as well. JJ Watt, I think I was very fortunate to be able to interview him. He's very active on Twitter, so he saw my message, and you were able to JJ sent me a DM that day. Was able to get that interview with him. Same thing with Justin Reed. I was able to send him a DM. So sometimes you can be able to send these guys DMs. Sometimes you can't. So, that's how I rock, man. That's how I do it. But yeah, I'm happily, it's natural. You guys want to know how I've been able to interview these guys, obviously. So, good question. I'll happily answer those anytime, man. Appreciate the follow, bro. Thank you. Well, look, man, Kansas has a chance to take the lead here right now. 48-47. Kansas is down by 1 point here with the basketball. 11 and a half minutes to go. Harris Jr. Back to Abaji, in and out. Almost got the three-pointer for the lead, and really interesting by Kansas. They didn't attack there. Nice play by North Carolina. Johnson wide open for the dunk. Nice play call out of the timeout for Hubert Davis and the Tar Heels. North Carolina hits 50. It's a 3-point lead for the Tar Heels as you have a kickball there against North Carolina. Hey, man, I feel like I've gotten some of my dream interviews. Like, I've always wanted to interview guys like JJ Watt and Jose Altuve, but obviously the dream guys, talking about NFL, Tom Brady is obviously like a dream to be able to interview him someday. I think Patrick Mahomes is a guy I want to be able to interview on my channel too. LeBron James, those kind of guys, like the greatest of all time kind of guys. I think Jose, may be biased. Jose might be biased. I know I might be biased as an Astros fan, but Jose, I think, is one of the greatest players of all time. As Abaji attacks the rim, he's fouled. Count it, and the foul. Abaji gonna go to the line for the free throw to complete the 3-point play. Abaji, you gotta keep attacking. If you're the Jayhawks, you gotta keep attacking. Kansas has a chance to tie up this game. Abaji hasn't been the best at the free throw line. We'll see if he can make this one and tie the game at 50 with under 11 minutes to go. Yeah, man, I might have the link. Let me hit that. Let me send you the link right here. But as Abaji, he does hit that free throw, and guess what, guys? Tie game. It's a tie game. 50-49. I don't know why my score update is not transferring, but it's a tie game right now. 50-50. Abaji, an excellent job. And he misses the shot. North Carolina misses. Kansas has a chance to take the lead here. Remy Martin opened the corner. Three-pointer on its way. It's money. Kansas has a 3-point lead. They get a turnover. Back the other way they go. And it's good. And the foul. Unbelievable turn of events here. Wilson lays it up, counted in the foul. The Jayhawks have stormed all the way back, and they've had a 5-point lead. It's already a 20-point turnaround with 10 minutes to go in this second half. Jalen Wilson can give the Kansas Jayhawks a 6-point lead here, possibly. It is 6. It's a 56-50 lead for Kansas' 9-0 run for the Jayhawks. Truly incredible as RJ Davis, he lays it up and in. Much needed answer there if you're North Carolina. There we go. Now my score's updated. 56-52, Kansas on top with under 10 minutes to go in the national championship, as Harris Jr. unable to make that 3-pointer. 56-52, Kansas on top, approaching 9 minutes to go. Yeah, man, that Jose interview definitely was, I loved it, every single moment of it, for sure. RJ Davis tries mid-range jumper, he hits it again. RJ Davis back-to-back buckets, so the lead is down to 2 again. McCormack unable to get the roll, but he's fouled. One thing that I've noticed here for Kansas is that they've been, they've been attacking the basket. They've been drawing the fouls. I think that's really been huge for them in this comeback. To have this amazing turn of events, down by 15 at half, to have this 2-point lead. I mean, this is truly incredible. And McCormack misses that first free throw. Very unfortunate. That's the link for the live stream. Since you were asking, man, appreciate you joining, by the way, bro. And it's a 57-54 lead for Kansas. Just what a run. Yet just back and forth runs has really been the story of the game. It was a Kansas run early on, then it was a North Carolina run, and now it's a big-time Kansas run to start, 12 minutes into this second half to have the lead by 3 after down by 15. That's going to be a foul against Remy Martin of Kansas. He picks up the foul. That's the third on Kansas. But Carolina's picked up 6 fouls already in the second half. Just what a job by the Jayhawks. They just came out aggressive, been forcing turnovers on the defensive end, really been leading to easy buckets in the paint on the other side, making some, made a big three, Remy Martin did, just attacking, drawing fouls. They're just playing some really, really attacking defense right now, which is why they have a 3-point lead with 8 minutes to go. As Johnson tries a three-pointer, he hits it! He hits Johnson from downtown, and we got a tie game once more, 57-all. As Baji is tripped, he loses the ball, and it is North Carolina basketball once more. Yeah, man, a LeBron interview would be amazing. I don't know if the Lakers are even going to make the playoffs at this point, even the play-in tournament, right? So it's been the Spurs. It's going to take a miracle for the Lakers, I think, honestly, to try and make the playoffs. Take a look at Hubert Davis, man. He's pumped. What a great head coach. 5 turnovers for North Carolina this second half. Big reason why Kansas has come all the way back is we have a tie game here. Yeah, man, I had to ask JJ about that, bro. I had to. JJ's he lived in Houston for so long. Definitely wanted to ask him how he's liking Arizona, especially the weather out there, man. Appreciate that. $57-all. Timeout on the floor. Hope you guys are enjoying the live stream. If you guys are, be sure to hit that like and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Got you covered for NBA and baseball is starting up soon. Can't wait for that. For my Houston Astros. But this game's been crazy, man. Definitely lived up to the hype. What a game this has been. Just runs back and forth as we are approaching the stretch run here, under 8 minutes to go. Who do you think is going to win this game, man? It's literally a coin toss right now between both these teams. Look at Kansas; their field goal percentage has shot up all the way up to 43%. They've been shooting really bad from the free throw line, 57%. But I mean, you take a look at the turnovers, 10 turnovers for North Carolina. It's been crazy. And I think the big stat here, Kansas has 5 steals compared to North Carolina. They only have 1 steal. Those 5 steals, those are the ones that forced turnovers. Those are the ones that led to easy buckets for Kansas on the other end, specifically Christian Braun, I think, who's done a great job. $57-all, 10 fast break points for Kansas, that's been a big, big difference in the game so far as well. As we are back 57 all, under 8 minutes to go in the national championship of NCAA men's basketball between North Carolina, the number 8 seed, and Kansas, number 1 seed. Kansas unable to come up with anything on that possession there. North Carolina unable to come up with anything on that possession there. Here comes Kansas with a chance to take the lead back. 7 minutes to go. Wilson sizing up, drives, kicks it out. Remy Martin, the corner three-pointer on its way, lines it up, and he nails it again. Remy Martin making clutch corner threes for Kansas. Just exactly what I talked about. They needed that bench scoring, and Kansas has gotten that, as that's a missed shot there by Caleb Love, and North Carolina stays Tar Heel basketball as well. Just crazy. Remy Martin nailing these shots from the corner. That's his corner right now. As Carolina tries that three-pointer, Brady Mannix mid-range jumper unable to hit. Take a look at Remy Martin, 9 points from 3 threes that he's made, big-time threes. And Kansas has a 3-point lead, 60-57. As McCormick inside, his shot is blocked by Baycott. Here comes Love, back the other way. Love to the hoop, can't get it to go. Tip back to North Carolina, and Johnson gets the floater to go in. Carolina responds right back. It's a 1-point game, 60-59. The second chance points have continuously piled up for North Carolina. 22 second chance points as Wilson lines up the three and hits it. Kansas hitting big-time three-pointers over and over in the second half as they take a 4-point lead with 6 minutes to go. RJ Davis, his three-pointer doesn't go. McCormick with the rebound, under 6 to go. Kansas up by 4. Can't get that layup to go for Abaji. Kansas up 63-59. And Johnson, what a tough circus layup. Johnson off the bench for the Tar Heels. He's been answering. Johnson with 11 points off the bench for North Carolina. McCormick's free throw jumper, that doesn't go. Kansas still has a 2-point lead with 5 minutes to go here in the game. Remy Martin playing defense. Davis kicks it out. Love lines up a three, short. Rebound Wilson. Caleb Love's shots are coming up short right now, but Johnson has done a great job for North Carolina. Puff Johnson, an amazing job for the Tar Heels as Abaji kicks it out. Wilson again from 3. Nearly got it to go. Wilson has been on fire from downtown. As Love goes coast to coast, misses that layup. RJ Davis going to work. His runner doesn't get it to go. Wilson with another rebound. Jalen Wilson, big time, the sophomore from Denton, Texas. 12 points, 2 rebounds for him today in the game. Big time from 3 as Puff Johnson is on the ground, injured. Oh, man, ew. I think he just vomited on the court. Puff Johnson just vomited on the court and he's throwing up right now. Ugly scene here. Not what you want to see. Timeout on the court, I would think. Man, this game's just been back and forth, coast to coast. And man, got a bit unhealthy there. Hope he's okay and hope he can be back, man. Just came out of his mouth, I guess. Gee. But 4.5 minutes to go in the national championship of men's basketball for college. Number 1 Kansas leading 63-61 over number 8 North Carolina, the Jayhawks. Yeah, the Puff Johnson, bench player for the North Carolina Tar Heels, he just hit the floor and he did puke a little bit on the court. Just a little bit, but this game, he must be so tired. Man, it's been back and forth. Yeah, it's tough because the game is on TBS. I thought they were going to do it on CBS like they normally do, but it's on TBS. And not everybody has that, so I was happy to do a live stream for you guys that, can't watch the game. As Remy Martin, he attacks, lays it up high off the glass. It's money. Remy Martin with 11 points in the game. Kansas has a 4-point lead with 4 minutes to go. Can Kansas finish this unprecedented comeback? Caleb Love. North Carolina basketball with the spin. Love lays it up. And Baycott inside with the rebound. He can't get it to go, but there is a foul on Kansas. Remy Martin heating up off the bench, which was a huge key for the Kansas Jayhawks. 3 out of 5 from 3 is Remy Martin, 50% from the field. Much needed for them. And Kansas has a 4-point lead right now. Wow, man, they've been those moments, man. Just to say the least, man. Again, hope you guys are enjoying the stream. Be sure to hit the like if you haven't already. And be sure to subscribe to my channel. Got the last few minutes coming up. Just 3:45 left in the national championship in NCAA men's basketball. Yep, that's what I'm doing, man. I'm going to the University of Houston in my hometown. Going to be majoring in journalism. Going to be taking classes in sports broadcasting, and going to be taking it from there. Going to keep trying to upload videos on my channel as well, as much as I can. That's where I am right now. We're back in New Orleans as we take a look at Christian Braun, the guard for the Kansas Jayhawks. 12 points, 10 of them coming in this second half. Led the charge for this comeback. Big reason why Kansas is up by 4 right now. With 3 minutes, 45 seconds to go, Kansas has a 4-point lead on top of North Carolina. Foul trouble here. David McCormack has 4 fouls for Kansas. Mitchell Lightfoot has 4 as well for North Carolina. Leaky Black has 4 as well. As we start after the timeout, Armando Bacot going to be taking a few free throws here for North Carolina. Makes that one. It's now a 3-point lead. Bacot goes 2 for 2 from the line. And the lead is now 2 for the Jayhawks. Remy Martin leading the ball up court as he attacks and he turns it over. Big turnover there. Nice job defensively by Carolina. Here comes Caleb Love the other way. Under 3.5 to go. North Carolina down by 2. RJ Davis going to work on Wilson. Bacot sets the screen. Davis now being doubled. Caleb Love spins around, attacks to the hoop, can't get the layup to go, and there's another foul called on Kansas. This time, Brady Manick is going to head to the line for a couple more free throws here and possibly tie up this game. You know, Caleb Love's trying to do his best attacking the rim, but Brady Manick right there inside, he's done his fair share as well. Manick shoots about 69% from the free throw line, knocks down that first one. And we got a 1-point game with 3 minutes to go. Goes 2 for 2, and we got a tie game here at 65 apiece with 3 minutes to go. Kansas and North Carolina are tied in the national championship with under 3 minutes to go as McCormick inside, guarded by Bacot, spins, can't find anybody, kicks it back out, nearly turns it over. Here's Remy Martin. Martin pulls back, a step back, 3 on its way! You bet! Remy Martin! An absolute blazer of a shot. Incredible! Kansas has a 3-point lead as Caleb Love attacks the basket. He puts it in. Back to a 1-point game. Approaching 2 minutes to go now. Remy Martin. What an incredible performance from him. Big time. Remy Martin stepping it up when he needs to in the biggest moment of the game. Hits an amazing fadeaway 3-pointer. As Kansas has a 1-point lead here. Shot clock is down to 4. Down to 3. Wilson, a 3-pointer. Air ball. Short. Under 2 minutes to go. Carolina has the basketball. Down by 1. Here is a high floater. Manick finishes at the rim. Carolina has the lead by 1. 69-68 with a minute 41 to go. Caleb Love drives. Puts up a high runner. That doesn't go in. Brady Manick finishes the job. And North Carolina has the 1-point lead with a minute 41 left. Kansas ball coming up next. As we are back in New Orleans for the final minute and 42. Kansas has the basketball, down by 1, 69-68. North Carolina continuously has fought in this game, even after Kansas taking the lead by 5, having a 20-point turnaround. North Carolina has the lead, 69-68 after all of this. Remy Martin. Just what a performance from him. 14 points, 4 out of 6 from 3 off the bench. And he's been staying in the game. I bet he's going to finish the game now, considering the way he's been playing. Big possession here for Kansas. Wilson Martin, McCormack, Braun, and Abaji. McCormack tries the floater. That doesn't go. Gets his own rebound. Inside, being doubled. Finds his way. Puts the floater in. His signature shot is good. And Kansas has the lead back. Approaching a minute to go. Kansas has the lead 70-69. McCormack with 13 points, 10 rebounds. A double-double for him. RJ Davis. Back out to Caleb Love, guarding by Remy Martin. Under a minute to go. Drives by Martin. Shot blocked by Martin. 6 left on the shot clock for North Carolina as they are down by 1. McCormack inside doing what he does best, attacks and gets that floater to go. Meanwhile, Remy Martin slaps that ball down. 6 left on the shot clock for North Carolina, down by 1. Inbound here to Baycott. Baycott, shot clock down to 3, down to 2, loses it. He falls over. It's a turnover by North Carolina. Kansas has the basketball up by 1. They're going to be draining the clock here all the way down. It's about a 20-second difference between shot clock and game clock here as we have a timeout on the floor by, I think it is North Carolina, as Baycott got injured there, limping off the court. Take a look there. He turns that same foot again. Man, that's got to hurt. He turned that foot against Villanova on Saturday. He turns that foot again in the national championship. Man, that's got to hurt. But Baycott's definitely played his heart out tonight. Big reason why North Carolina's still in the game. He's limping off the court right now. Big loss. As this gives a chance for Kansas to discuss really good offensive play here. Just got 38 seconds left. Inbound here by Kansas, up by 1, 70-69. Abaji is going to be inbounding for Kansas on their side of the court. Up by 1, 70-69, 38.5 seconds left. 19 on the play clock. 19 on the shot clock. Kansas going to let the shot clock go all the way down before making their shot. As they give it to McCormack inside. McCormack fighting over Manick! Makes the layup! Kansas has a 3-point lead. Last chance for North Carolina here. Love a deep 3-pointer, too strong. Rebound by North Carolina. RJ Davis, under 10 seconds to go, down to 7. 3-pointer on its way, it's short. Manick gets it back. He turns it over. Brady Manick turns it over. And Kansas has the basketball with 4 seconds left. Up by 3. Look at David McCormack. With the game-winning floaters. And Brady Manick turns the ball over for North Carolina, down by 3. It's celebration time in Kansas right now. Up by 3 with 4 seconds to go on the basketball. I think that's as good as done, guys. I think Kansas has just gotten the win. Up by 3, 72-69, 4.2 seconds left. Let's take a look at this last possession for North Carolina. Surprised they didn't call a timeout here to properly discuss a play. That was just a wild 3-pointer jacked up by Caleb Love there. And with the turnover, we got a timeout on the court. Kansas coach Bill Self explaining to the team as North Carolina looks on here. Baycott on the bench. 4.6 left in the game. Pretty much, man. The game's pretty much over. Kansas up by 3 with 4.5 seconds to go on the ball. I think it's as good as done. Unless you have a turnover here. Kansas are your 2022 NCAA men basketball champions for the 4th time. What a game. Just what a game, guys. Unreal. Yeah, North Carolina was a really good story. They came really amazing to beat Duke the way they did, to take the lead into halftime. But Kansas, they're such a good team, and to rally back the way they did, I think is truly incredible. Yeah, it's about those coaches. You want them to go far, but unfortunately, North Carolina, they're just the Coach K killer for whatever reason. They handed him his first ever college loss. They handed him his last ever college loss, and that's how it's been. Kansas is going to inbound here to win, and quick foul there by R.J. Davis of North Carolina. If Kansas makes one of the free throws here, the game is over. As he almost steps out of bounds. Man, that is close. Be careful if you're Kansas right there. Man, that is very close, man. Harris Jr. for Kansas nearly stepped out of bounds there on that inbound. Nearly a turnover there. Almost gave North Carolina a chance. As I think the refs are going to take a look at this, man. If that results in a turnover, that is huge. Is his foot on the line? If his foot is on the line, the game isn't over. Yeah, he steps out of bounds, I think. I think Kansas just turned the ball over. Got a little late twist here in the action. Kansas was trying to inbound here with 4 seconds to go, and he gives the inbound pass, but then he steps out of bounds as he's running with the basketball up court. And I think North Carolina is going to have one last chance to try and tie up this game on a three-pointer. More than likely, Kansas had this game put away if they just had the clean inbound, and they didn't. So North Carolina is going to get one last chance here to try and tie a game up with a three. A couple of big three-point shooters here for North Carolina. Brady Manick, obviously Caleb Love. We'll see what they can come up with. UNC is going to get the basketball, I think, on their side of the court, so it's not like a full court heave or anything. And, they have a really good chance to try and tie this game up. With 3.2 seconds left in the game, 3.2 seconds is more than enough to try and dribble and create your own shot to hit a three-pointer. And they're going to have it on their side of the court, so we'll see. Can North Carolina tie up this game and send it to overtime? We'll find out. As they added more seconds onto the game clock, 4.3 seconds left now in the game. They added a few more. They added a second and a few more milliseconds. So it's 4.3 left on the shot clock, left in the game for North Carolina to try and tie this game up. I agree. You gotta set a good one here, preferably. We'll see what they can do here. Brady Manick, maybe try and get him open for three. Caleb Love, try and get him open possibly. R.J. Davis, you can try and get him open. Johnson for three. You have to choose, who you want to get that last shot. Or really whoever gets open, man. 4.3 seconds, more than enough time. Dribble, couple of dribbles. Create your own shot and try and hit the game tire. Let's see what happens. They're still discussing the plays. Both coaches, Hubert Davis for North Carolina, Bill Self for Kansas. Just going to come down to this last play here for both teams and their seasons on the line. North Carolina, got to try and tie up this game and send it to overtime. If not, Kansas are your national champions. Johnson, Puff Johnson, going to be inbounding for North Carolina here. Wilson guarding the inbound pass for Kansas. Here we go. Gonna give it to Caleb Love. Love tries a three-pointer on its way. It's an air ball. Kansas has won the national champion. Their 4th ever national championship. The Kansas Jayhawks are your 2022 NCAA men's basketball champions. Kansas has won it all. 72-69, your final score. Confetti on the court. The Kansas Jayhawks have won the NCAA 2022 Men's Basketball National Championship for the 4th time in their history. The number 1 seed in the Midwest region wins it all in New Orleans. Great run for North Carolina. They played outstanding in this game. Gave it to their best scoring player, Caleb Love, and his three-pointer just short. And that'll do it here tonight. Kansas wins. And my prediction almost came true once more. I had Kansas winning by 2. They win by 3. And that'll do it here. Amazing comeback by Kansas. Amazing. Down by 15 at the half. They come storming back. And they win it all. Remy Martin was huge off the bench for them. Forced some turnovers. Got the steals. Got easy buckets. And Kansas wins. Hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to hit the like. Subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you in the next live stream, guys. Good night.